Significant update on Manchester United's hunt for a third midfielder. Fresh off the news and confirmation of Youri Tielemans in at Manchester United. Only a day after confirmation of Andre Santos, Fabrizio Romano has updated us. A surprise update late 18th of July about Manu Koné. All the information on what is going on in this update video for you all. Everybody get your comments in below on this. Is Manu Koné good enough to be Manchester United's third midfield signing this summer? All through the day we've been talking about what David Ornstein has said, who also has hinted about potential moves for Manu Koné. Manchester United are interested in him. That's what Ornstein has said. Manchester United looking to keep the cost down, not paying Premier League prices, not being absolutely shafted by other clubs within the Premier League for their players. They're not going to pay the big prices. We've seen this already. 85 million spent on two players in Santos and Tielemans for the price of what we was going to spend potentially on Matheus Fernandes. And now Manchester United are looking to do it again. This time going overseas to bring in Manu Koné potentially, because the breaking news tonight is from Fabrizio Romano, who has dropped it on his video recently on YouTube, saying that Manchester United have in the recent days contacted the representatives of Manu Koné. I can tell you more about this as the days go forward, but he's not the only one talking about this. But when Romano starts to mention a player's name and United being in contact with that player, this obviously means that Manchester United are moving into stage one of how they operate in dealing with transfers and getting this over the line. Now, we've known about Koné for a while. Manchester United obviously have been linked to him by other sources and other journalists as well, mainly from Italy. And we also got, and this is the interesting thing as well, we also got the update from Roma's side of things in the acceptance that they're going to struggle with financial fair play. That came out yesterday as well. And with everything wrapped up with the other two midfielders now, Manchester United look like they're ready to move on the third, with everybody saying it today, including Ben Jacobs, David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano. Like we said, everyone talking about this. For Romano to come out now and say that we are in talks with the agents of Manu Koné, alongside DJ Amal as well. Now, he's the one that first broke the news before everybody about Manchester United pulling out of the deal to sign Ederson. He beat everyone to this. So he's the same guy that did that news, who Romano also replied to and Romano followed. So there is a very big respect there from Fabrizio with DJ Amal on this. And this, I think, again, from what he said, is more proof that Manchester United are actually going in for Koné now on this. He hinted earlier on and said Manchester United have made contacts with a third midfielder's representatives. I'm going to wait for this to see how it develops before I start talking about it online. So being very careful. He's now online, and he said the player that I was talking about earlier on in my previous tweet is Manu Koné from Roma. Manchester United do seem to have made their move. He's on the bench tonight playing against Spain. Tchouaméni is on, and Spain are winning that game. Not saying that's Tchouaméni's fault, by the way, but still, Koné isn't playing, therefore his value isn't rising like what Roma hoped it would, and Manchester United are ready to make their move. If France go out tonight, expect United to be making their moves with this and getting in touch. Obviously, we've seen before with the likes of Youri Tielemans, Manchester United contacted him a week before this transfer happened. Nobody knew about it. Everybody's on high alert with Manchester United right now. Fabrizio Romano hinted earlier on this evening that everybody at Manchester United are looking to keep things behind the scenes, and United are already starting negotiations for their next signing. An hour later from that show, and Fabrizio Romano is reporting that Manchester United have contacted Manu Koné's agents. He's done this deliberately because he knows something's coming and he doesn't want to miss out on it. Again, he's missed the last two transfers for Manchester United. They've just shocked everybody and they've come out and done them. Romano needs to get ahead of it. This is his job. This is his world. And now he's talking about us talking with Koné. If United get an agreement in place for the player and get him on board, which we have been told by a few different people now, wouldn't be an issue for him. If United get that sealed and done, when the World Cup finishes this weekend, potentially you will see Manchester United making their move next week on Manu Koné. And we're going to obviously keep you updated as this moves forward with bit by bit. But there's two very, very reputable journalists there, it would seem, in the know, talking about Manu Koné and the potential of this deal now happening. Other deals like Carlos Baleba are still there for Manchester United, but they're just not going to spend the money. That's all anybody's saying. Scott has cooled, according to The Athletic, because they're not selling him. They don't want to sell him. They're putting a stupid price on which Manchester United don't want to pay. Their price is in and around the £65 million mark for Alex Scott, which is fair. I get that. But if Bournemouth don't want to sell him, they put the stupid price on it. United don't want to pay it. Neither do Arsenal. Then Alex Scott is going to end up staying at Bournemouth, it would seem. I expect him to be a transfer later down the line when that new contract probably brings a release clause and he could come in then. So for the now, Manchester United clearly are looking away from the Premier League players. And I think this is the plan. Now that they've got two players from the Prem in Tielemans and Santos, there is more comfort in Manchester United going abroad because you've already got the stability there of plenty of Premier League experience in that midfield already. Taking the pressure off, bringing somebody in like Koné, I think, and therefore being able to integrate him at the right pace.